Let me play some music in my head to relax myself. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, let's just get into this. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina. Why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can see all my videos when I play with makeup, of course. And if you're coming back, welcome back. So today, I'm going to play with this ginormous palette here. The Morphe 39S. Wow, can't even see my face in there. It's huge. I'll just do it like this. This is a really fun pink purple vibe if you want that ethereal look, that nice little natural with a little extra. I actually really like this palette a lot, so we're going to play with this one today. So my face is already primed. I don't wear foundation, but I do use concealer, so I have some concealer under my eyes. I've done a little bit of primer to kind of brighten my skin. It's a really nice moisturizer. What else have I done? Just a little bit of highlight here just to kind of give me a little bit of a glow. So that's already done. Of course, brows are done. And let's just jump right into this look. I'm thinking a pink kind of light look for today. That's usually what I do. I don't like to do a lot with pinks. Alright, so the first color I'm going to go into is just this, what is this? This is, Morphe doesn't put anything on the bottom. This is a nice little plastic sheet. So, super swanky. I'm going to go in with my Morphe JH32 brush. Dip that in, tap it off. Just put it all over the lid. Start a little bit higher in the crease, just to kind of smooth out what's already there. How does that look? So I'm going to do windshield wiper motions first, and then circular motions to blend it. And this is really just to get a smooth canvas to then layer your shadows on. Alright, so with, I'm going to switch brushes here. I'll do this nice fluffy one. Morphe 513. I want to build this up to a nice little pink gradient, slight pink gradient. So why don't I start with Very Good. Get just a little bit on my brush because this one I actually just want to build up. I don't want it to be too intense. So I'm going to start with, I have to look down because I have a semi-hooded eye. So I find that it works better for me if I look down first. And just pack that color in my crease. Very lightly. Just to kind of carve out where I want that color to ultimately go. And I start with, I put the brush down where I want the most amount of pigment. And then when there's very little on it, I'm just going to bring that closer to the inner corner. Okay. So I actually want this to be a bit more, to come out a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and pack it, this time looking straight on so I can see exactly where I want it to have the most pigment. Bring it down on my lid a little bit. I find that for my eye shape, or what I usually like to do with my shadows, a little bit more in the outside works for me. So now that I like that, I'm just going to go ahead and blend. And start to wing it out a little bit. When there isn't a lot of pigment or shadow still left on the brush, then I take it and then lightly wing it up a little bit. There, that's perfect. So now what I'm going to do is take the same brush, same color, and start to pack it on the actual lid itself and the outer V. And come slightly inward. And I'm just starting to carve out the drama. And then I'm going to take my brush and go ahead and lightly blend that. And again, when there isn't a lot left on the brush, a lot of shadow, I'm just going to go ahead and start to drag that inward in a windshield wiper motion. So I'm going to go back to that original brush that I used, Super Swanky. Not going to add any more pigment on it, and just go ahead and buff out this pink color. Just lightly go over the top so that it gives a nice little blur. Alright. Look a little crazy right now. Well, I'm trying to look at myself. Alright, so I like that. And what I'm going to do now is I actually want to go ahead and deepen the crease a little bit, just to add a little bit more dimension. Why don't we use a little bit of Plums Up? Just picking up that color on my brush, tap it off. For this I'm just going to concentrate on the outer V and bring it slightly inward. So again, I'm just going to stamp up. I need a little bit more pigment, a little bit more shadow. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this color in my outer V. And start to bring it inward and more into the actual crease itself. So it looks a little patchy now, but you're going to blend it in. I just want to deepen it ever so slightly, not completely dark there. I'm going to start to take the brush and angle it so that I can get it a little bit higher. This really helps when I look straight on, so I can see, because again I have like semi-hooded eyes, so I have to sometimes stamp it like this. And then look up and connect it. Look down. So I know I would love to play music right now, if you could hear the music in my head. Woo! Copyright though. Alright. Bring it out a little bit. Okay. Good to go there. Sorry, I monitor thing. Alright, so I actually like to layer my shimmers. So, which one do I want to start with? Why don't I start with this, again, this whole plasticky thing. I'm just going to put it over Ritzy Rose. And for this I'm just going to use my finger. And put this all over the lid. You liking that? Yeah, kind of like that. We're going to stick with that. I like this little Ritzy Rose. So, let's see, what are we going to do next? I'm going to use Marvelous, which is another shimmer. It's slightly lighter. I'm going to concentrate this on the center of my lid. Actually, what I'm going to do to give it a little, give it a little bit more pizzazz, I'm going to spritz it. So I'm going to take that color again. And it's actually not even picking up on my brush. Morphe. User error? No, I think that's Morphe. Okay, let's see if this does anything. Use a little bit of Fix Plus. Spray the brush. Let's see if I can get... Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's so subtle though. Alright. And again, this has no more product on it. I'm really just using it to kind of blend in the shimmer to my crease so I don't look like I have high beams on. Okay. Now I actually want to add a little bit more sparkle. It looks like it needs something. I'm going to stick to this palette, so let's see what this one looks like. Make and Bank. Why not? We're going to take Make and Bank. Yeah, there we go. That has a little something. And add that in the inner here. Start to bring it into my tear duct. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so let's just go ahead now and do my bottom lash line. So, let's see, what do I want to start with? I want to do something a little darker. So actually I'm going to repeat what I did on the top. So we're going to take some more Very Good on a Morphe E36. Now when I do my lower lash line, I usually like to place the color first, blend it a little bit, and see where I want to intensify it a bit more. When I do that, I just Fix Plus my brush. So for right now, I'm just going to take it and put it really close to the lash line. Make sure to connect it to the top so there's no spaces there. Bring it slightly in, not too far, because you have that pretty shimmer there, so I want that to show. I smoke mine down a bit far. I have pretty long lower lashes, so if I don't bring it down a bit far, you just don't even see the work. I actually like the softness of this. I don't think I'm going to Fix Plus my brush. Okay, so on the same brush, I'm going to now go back into Plums Up and focus this. I'm actually going to spray a little Fix Plus on it. And focus this on the outer corner. So I find that for me, if I stamp it first, I have a bit more control. Get that really in that lash, lower lash line. Bring it about a little bit further in. And just intensify that outer V and bring it closer in. Usually do it at an angle. see that? Alright, so I'm going to take that same JH32 and just run it along the bottom, bring it up to the top a little bit, and it just kind of it just blends it a bit better. So for my brow bone highlight, can't find my brush, I can't find my brush, so I'm gonna sing, even though I can't, I don't really care. Alright, found it. Natasha did on a 4. Let's see, I'm going to grab a little bit of Pearl Perfection. Put that just under my brow bone. Alright. We good? Oh wait, what a booty. Gotta do my glam shot. Not even done yet, but that's okay. Anyways, okay, so usually when I do these looks, I actually don't like to use a lot of eyeliner. I don't really like to, sometimes I'll wing it out, but I don't want it to turn out to be dramatic, so I'm going to go a little bit lighter on the eyeliner and dramatic on the lashes. I love that. So what I'm going to do is tightline my lashes to make them look darker. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Oh, so for that I'm using No Tug waterproof. I don't think you really need to see this so much. Why don't I just practice the Beauty Guru thing? Ooh, can you read it? Whatever. Alright, so we're gonna go right in. Just take a deep breath and know you won't poke yourself. Just go right underneath. I just go underneath and start to fill it in the lashes and bring it on in. Alright, so I went ahead and added mascara, and I actually didn't do any eyeliner today, just the tight line and the mascara. I think it kind of adds a little bit more of a sort of glam, sort of natural, I don't know, but no, I just like to do it that way. So that's what I went and did. I'm thinking, oh, I gotta stop saying Okay, so for lips I use this Urban Decay Lo-Fi, you can't even see that, this Urban Decay Lo-Fi, what is this thing? It's called Halo. Make sure your lips are moisturized first, because if you're a brownie like me, you're gonna look ashy. So just put a very little. I've had this thing forever and haven't really even made a dent. And then I put Fenty lip gloss in Fussy on top. And that is the look. What do you think? For sure I'm gonna have like a lot of bloopers, because this is gonna take a minute. Yeah. Well, that was my other mirror that was in front. That's gone. Oh, the first video bloops. A little bit of this. Why don't I actually put my phone on silent when I film a video? Yeah, pro tip. You know, you need those. Come to me. And then I put, probably should just change the battery. And then I put the Fenty, I don't know, Morphe, can I get this on screen?